just got real.
I've never done anything this big before.
The chai flavor is spot on.
You have a gift. Bakers, your time is up. Damn, Bill. You ate the whole thing.
Somebody stop me. Okay.
Cheers.
Tamera, Bill, Jeff in Las Vegas. Good afternoon.
Hi, Jeff.
Thanks for joining me today to talk about Baker's Dozen on Hulu. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I'm very hungry as we speak right now.
Yes.
Tamera, 13 bakers, professional and amateur bakers, compete in a series of bake-offs. Tell us how they have a chance to win that golden rolling pin and a cash prize.
Well, you basically have to go through 3 stages or phases of the competition. The first one is clearly on decoration. What are your how are you at decorating? Because there are some bakers, their food may taste well, but can they decorate? And usually decorating is what gets your eyes, interested or intrigued in dessert. Then the second phase of it, you'd have to make a baker's dozen perfectly, which is 13 of your favorite thing to bake, or maybe something that says a little bit about you. And then the third one, we always put a fun little twist on it, whether it is making an illusion cake. I don't want to say too much because you have to watch the show. And towards the end, you get to meet a successful baker to give you some fun tips on possibly winning the final round.
And Bill, I love to cook, but when it comes to baking, and a lot of bakers have told me this, baking is an exact science when it comes to the ingredients. You can't improvise like you do with, making something when you're cooking, because it's all measured ingredients. So is that also a skill that the judges are looking for to make the recipes correctly?
Yes and no. Certainly, cooking is much more of an art, and you can be spontaneous. You can sort of sense where the dish is going, and with what we call proteins, meat and fish, there's so many. They're very different each sample, so it responds differently. Whereas pastry, hopefully, is a little more exact in the sense that flour, sugar, eggs, butter come together. However, what I like to promote, and I tried to talk to the contestants about this too, is that the more you know about your ingredients and the so-called science behind cooking and baking, the more you can make those adjustments, the more you can really be creative in the moment, be spontaneous. An example I often use is like emulsification. So that's a very important thing in baking, whether you're making a cake or a chocolate ganache. It means that these two unlike ingredients like water and oil, water and fat, come together in a unified way and blend so they're smooth. If you read up a little bit on that kind of science, you'll be a better baker and you can make changes while you're baking. So while it's true that the first time you make a recipe, it's probably best to stick to the exact recipe, I think it's interesting to really branch out and develop recipes on your own.
And Tamera, can you tell us some of the guest judges you have this season?
There was Gemma. Do you remember Gemma?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, she was amazing. I loved her story. I kind of bonded with her because I'm a mom, of 2, and she has a new baby as well. Well, not baby, maybe the toddler phase, but I loved how she started out as obviously a home baker, and she now has, her own business. And what that did for the amateur bakers is just give them confidence that, again, like I always say, as long as there's passion there and you are open and willing to learn, put a little bit of your creativity and your individuality into what you are baking, you will be successful.
Yeah, Gemma Stafford, she even gives classes online. And Robert Lucas from Georgia,
yes,
who makes these just amazing cakes. He has a YouTube channel. Lauren Coe, who does geometric designs, kind of pie art. So many, but they were all really, most of them have like over 1 million subscribers on their Instagram.
Yeah. And Bill, you were chef to President Bush and Obama. What kind of desserts did they crave? You know, some presidents didn't have a sweet tooth, but did either of them enjoy dessert?
Both did. President Obama, he's famously talked about, he loves pies. Just stick to pies, Bill, and you'll be fine. We made a lot of pies during the Obama administration. President Bush had many favorites. 7-layer chocolate cake was one of his most favorite. And don't forget the ice cream.
Oh, yes. How could you forget that? Thank you both for joining me today. And I assume the cast and crew eat very well after each episode. So thank you both so much. Come visit us in Las Vegas. We'd love to have you both.
Awesome. Thank you.